Leila Newcomb, Sarasota resident and live-in grandmother of 2 children now in Sarasota Public Schools. I did watch part of the work session today, and you guys were all fantastic, I have to say. It was very good. I actually had hoped to speak on some very interesting issues having to do with academic learning, but because of many things I've been hearing lately regarding education and much more, I want to go back and remind everybody about the period in American history that happened in 1929, for those of you that might recall having learned about it. I don't think any of us were alive at that time, but there was a stock market crash. In fact, the whole country was crashing. People were starving, banks failed, etc., etc. Then we had a really brilliant president who set up a few things, like the New Deal. Things were set up like Social Security, other federal government-based programs, saved the country from total collapse. But there was no dictatorship. We still voted for things, got to choose our leaders, and there were differing opinions, but at the end of the day, people would shake hands and get along after the elections were over. So now, nearly 100 years later, many of these things are being called socialism or even communism. Now, of course, I agree that communist dictatorship is a very bad thing. And guess what? Fascist dictatorship is also a very bad thing. We saw that one in the 1930s. Hopefully there's not another one of those coming soon. So anyway, I heard a speaker recently call the Federal Department of Education communism. And that's pretty much a stretch, in my opinion. And throw in here police departments, fire departments, building of roads, and federal insurance for people's bank deposits, which is all paid for by the government with all of our taxes. And some people might define those as socialism too. My point, when all is said and done, and no matter who ends up on the school board after August 20th, I think we all need to think about this and not destroy the greatest country in the world by tearing down all the things that have benefited everybody in the modern world, including our public education and overall our democracy. One last thing, violence is never the answer. Thank you.